Taurus, you have the Queen of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. So these three cards are about how somebody tried to make it seem like you were desperate. Somebody tried to make it seem like you were a simp, that you were chasing up after them so much to the point where they would lose their self-respect just to be with you. The situation is the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. They're finding out the hard way that that's not really the case, because they tried to get you caught up, because they tried to put you in a situation where you, Taurus, would be going up after them, right? Sniffing up after them, and it didn't work. Because you, Taurus, was like, what? So guess what you did? You refrained. You said, you know what? I'm going to keep my self-respect. So that's what it is that you did. You, Taurus, kept your self-respect. And now those people look stupid because they know that they tried to make you look like that, because part of their plan is have you chasing up after them and go as far as they possibly can with it, telling their friends, you know, if you Taurus start getting crazy, telling their friends, you know, they got this Taurus individual stalking them and doing all this and doing all that, right? But then they didn't really think that you, Taurus, would actually flip it on them by telling them, you know what? I'm good, thank you. I appreciate it. Now the Queen of Wands represents them now trying to save face, and now them trying to make it seem like, they wasn't trying to really do that. And now you, Taurus, are out here bugging out. Y'all are the ones that are losing y'all mind and acting like y'all don't have any common sense. Y'all don't know any better. But the King of Cups represents, right? You see them though. You looking at them like you looking at them like, you know, I see you, right? You know I see you for doing that type of stuff, right? So if the two of you know anybody mutually, just know that when you have people who are lame like that, you're going to have them try to spread gossip about you. Now, I'm not saying 100% they're going to do that, but I'm saying if it comes back to you where your so-called friends or your mutual friends between you and them, if you have any, starts looking at you a certain kind of way, you know why. It's because those so-called mutual friends likes to listen to gossip. And the first chance they got to start to look at you differently and start to treat you differently, they took it. Because why are they so easily switching up off of stories that this person can't even necessarily prove? So now the Moon and the Eight of Wands now represents, so a lot of you Taurus right now, if that type of stuff happens to you, or if it is already happening, leave that type of stuff alone. Don't gossip along with those individuals. Don't even clear your story just yet. Allow the nonsense to persist, and allow them to continue to talk that nonsense. And you, Taurus, just go on about your life, live your life, okay? And you, Taurus, just lay low for a little while, because this person is going out on this this campaign trying to throw your name in the dirt. And obviously that's not fair to you, especially since they was the one playing games from the very beginning. You, Taurus, just saw what it was and you flipped it. So now the Seven of Cups is all about how, since that's the case, the Seven of Cups is really about you, Taurus, understanding that they're reaching or they're grasping for straws. That's all it is that they ultimately can be. The Five of Cups and the Magician is about you, you Taurus, sorry about that, I just did Gemini. You, Taurus, now understanding that regardless of whatever it is that they say, leave that type of stuff alone, because don't gossip. Don't, if you have mutual friends, right? If you don't, and this person's texting you or calling you and doing some funny stuff, Don't text back. Don't call back. Don't engage with them. Don't do any of that stuff back. Don't do any of that back. You know why? Because when you do, what's going to happen is there's going to be a situation for you where they would have wanted you to call them back. That was part of their plan. Part of their plan was to frustrate you. So don't you, Taurus, dare start looking at it like, oh, this is your cue to now start trying to, you know what I mean, tell them to leave you alone. Not only are they not going to give you what they want, but they're just going to go ahead and go right back around, back to square one, and make it seem like you're flipping out because you mad because they're not interested in you. Even though that's not even really the case. So let's clarify the moon. Seven of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, the Hermit. Yeah, the Seven of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, they're still on some stuff. You're supposed to be on your game. You're supposed to be doing what you're doing. When it comes to you, they're going to forever be on some stuff. The Magician and the Hermit is about how that could be a Virgo, but both of these are Virgos, but or Gemini, but could be a Gemini as well. But at the same time, you know, they didn't expect you to be this. They didn't expect you to be so smart, so crafty, able to see through their games, able to see through the nonsense that, you know, they're willing to show you. And a lot of you, Taurus, you were able to see through it. And, you know, that's why it is that you're in the position that you're in. And that's why they're in the position that they're in, because they're so preoccupied with trying to catch people up. So let's clarify the Magician. You have the Moon, Two of Cups, Five of Swords, Knight of Cups to clarify the Magician. To clarify the Magician, the Moon, and the Two of Cups is about you, Taurus. Like I said before, if they text you, they call you, this is a part of their game, is to try to get you frustrated. Let's just say the two of you don't have a mutual friend. If they've been calling and texting you, that's part of it too. Calling and texting you to get you on your nerves, to get you to say something back to them. Don't say anything back to them. The Five of Swords, the Knight of Cups, because if you do, they're going to look at it like an invitation to now, like I said, start to feel good about themselves. You know, you're chasing up after them. You're the one going after them. All of this other stuff. When you, Taurus, know that you're not really feeling them like this. So don't pay these people any mind, Taurus. These people are just really goofy.